Okay, so today our mission is a deep dive into this really complex world. Sylvia Martin built in the Helix novels.
Right.
We're looking squarely at the secret war framework that comes entirely from book one, Helix, The Power of
The
Anubis.
first novel really lays all the groundwork, yeah.
It introduces these two huge opposing sides. You've got the Helix organization, this tech superpower,
Mm-hmm.
and then their own creation, basically, the Pantheon, this group fighting back. Think characters like Corbin, who's Anubis, and Zora carrying Set's power.
Genetically engineered gods, which is just a wild concept.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it all revolves around this big, kind of scary initiative called the Progenitor Project. So let's unpack this whole science versus, I guess, divinity clash.
What was really fascinating is how the book frames it. It's like an ideological fight over creation itself. Helix isn't just, powerful.
No.
They're aiming for, like, technological totalitarianism.
Yeah.
Full stop. They think life can be engineered, owned, controlled.
And their main tool is these extreme genetic experiments.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Trying to build the ultimate life forms. And their leader, Cage, he really personifies that cold, calculating side. Almost sadistic, the book suggests.
Yeah, Cage isn't just some CEO figure. He is their philosophy in action.
Yeah.
If Helix is the body, then the Progenitor Project. That's the engine.
That's a good way to put it, yeah. The Progenitor Project is Helix trying to, patent godhood. It's not just tech advancement.
It's more.
It's about biological supremacy and divine mastery, as the source puts it. Total control over life through engineering. That's why they made the Pantheon originally.
Using old myths as blueprint.
Exactly. Egyptian gods specifically. You mentioned Corbin as Anubis. There's Desmond as Horus, Kiara as Sekhmet.
Right, so they're described as this society of modern gods made by science, but now they're trapped in this hidden war just fighting to be free.
Mm-hmm.
Autonomy.
And using those ancient Egyptian figures, it feels deliberate, Like the resistance is tapping into something timeless that science can't just pin down. And look at who Helix is most interested in. That tells you a lot. The whole Progenitor Project really focuses on Zora Miller.
She's the key.
She's the absolute nexus. She holds this dormant, chaotic power linked to the god set. And Helix is desperate to get her because that power is huge, unstable.
It's the one thing they can't quite code or control.
Exactly. Which leads to this really interesting core irony in the story structure.
Yeah, talk about that, because you have Corbin, who embodies Anubis, god of death, judgment, order.
Right, Mr. Control, basically.
But his whole purpose becomes protecting Zora, who is the source of pure chaos, Set. Why pair those two? What's the narrative saying there?
I think it suggests that to fight a system as cold and, perfect as Helix, order isn't enough. Even Anubis' kind of rigid judgment, it won't cut it alone.
So you need the chaos.
You need to integrate the wild card. The resistance has to accept and even, maybe, harness Zora's chaotic power to survive. Order needs chaos to win here.
And that pivot from code to chaos, it also seems to define what the resistance actually uses as a weapon. Helix has genetics, data.
Right, the hard science.
But the Pantheon runs on emotional bonds. The book really hits hard on all-consuming love and this found family of broken warriors. That's their counterweapon.
That's the absolute key contrast. Helix is predictable. If we do X, Y happens. Science.
Yeah.
But messy things like loyalty, love, sacrifice, especially within this kind of cobbled together family, that breaks the code. You can't program that stuff.
That unpredictability, it makes them way more dangerous than any weapon Helix could build.
Infinitely more dangerous. And this whole conflict forces Zora to change too. She gets captured by Cage.
Right, and he puts her through this awful procedure.
Designed, it says, to awaken the monster within. And that trauma, it completely flips her script. She goes from being, maybe, a victim
into a warrior, fueled by the very power Helix wanted.
Which brings us right to the core mandate of the whole story.
Yeah.
The only way to win this war is to become the very thing her enemies wanted to create. It's heavy stuff.
Wow.
And if you zoom out, look at the bigger picture. The whole narrative feels like a major cautionary tale.
About playing God with tech.
Exactly. About unchecked technological hubris. Helix's grand ambition, the Progenitor Project, was all about creating and controlling gods. Divine mastery, remember?
Yeah, but in trying to manufacture divinity, trying to bottle up chaos.
They ended up forging the perfect weapons, uniquely designed to be turned right back against them.
Giving the resistance exactly what it needed.
Precisely. So the final thought for you listening.
Yeah.
Think about that irony. how often does that relentless drive for absolute control end up, well, empowering the very rebellion it wants to crush? It gives them the tools for their own freedom, something to chew on.